another chapter, that part of the story of the statue's deep spiritual significance. The spirit of Detroit.
There we go. There we go. We got sound now. Thank you, Kadeem. Thank you, Kadeem. Yeah, my daughter was acting up and, she wouldn't go night-night. She was running all over the place. And then I had to run to the store. And we got the free agent final 16. We got the free agent final 16. I'm very happy. Thank you. I'm very happy. We got the free agent final 16. It's not a guarantee we're going to get all these guys, bro. It's not a guarantee, bro. It's not. It's not. That's number one. Well, I've already spoiled number one. Oh, God. That's the guys from yesterday. I had to take off yesterday. So good. Look like it. Look, thank you. So this is a player. I know a lot of people watch articles and watch, a lot of stuff going on. Like the Lions fans, the fan base that we've created, the fan base, that are like diehard Lions fans, and they've connected this guy to, they've connected Paulson Adebo to us. Articles, other creators have connected Paulson Adebo. I'm okay with Paulson Adebo. I'm okay with it. I'm a little shaky. I know why. I'm a little shaky. I got some stuff here. So Paulson Adebo, if you know, he is a cornerback. What up, Keith Jackson? What up, Braylon? What up, Mr. Morale? What up, everybody? Paulson Adebo is a cornerback, and he's one of the corners that is going to be entering free agency. Last year, he was hurt. Last year, he hurt a fibula, right? He hurt the strongest bone in his body. Strongest bone in his body. Cornerback is one of the most complex positions to address in free agency. Usually a cornerback play is extremely volatile, and the players fall off a cliff concerningly fast after 6 or 7 years. So there's a little prime left in this rookie contract. Last year, for example, Tennessee Titans traded a third-round pick and got L'Jarius Sneed for 4 years, $76 million. After that, his franchise tag, his prime, and he had an awful 36.6 PFF grade. What I've gathered here, what's up, Brent DeWitt? What's up? I'm going to be frank with you. Paulson Adebo looks very good on paper, on film. Looks very good. Paulson Adebo could be a free agent like L'Jarius Sneed. He could also be a free agent like Brandon Coleman back in the day when the Lions got Coleman and he was terrible. But Paulson Adebo's ball skills, and he has good size and high upside. I'm a little torn on this guy because Paulson Adebo, for example, statistical example, he will give up 400 yards in 6 games. Now, and not allow a touchdown. Also, he will have 3 interceptions. If you look at his stats, he has 3 interceptions. Very good interceptions, too. Not just lazy interceptions that the quarterback was. He has some contested pass interceptions. He has some nice, good interceptions. Thing about Paulson is he's grabby. He's handsy. He has a lot of penalties. He was the most penalized person in the league before he got hurt. His penalties were at the detriment. Check this out. He had 106 yards of penalties. This is how much I know about this dude, bro. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. He had 106 yards of penalties. Guess how many penalties he had? He had like 12 penalties. 4 of those penalties were declined. 4 of those penalties, he said, "Oh, we good. We know it's a pass interference, but he caught the ball. It's good." So Adebo gives me Terrion vibes, where he's a good player, but he makes these mistakes. His ball skills are tremendously good. And he just, I don't know. Oh, it's Micro Mike. Mike, if you got time, you could definitely hop on anytime, brother. Love you, Mike. Micro Mike, if you don't know it, I love you, man. I respect you, man. You was there for me no matter what, no matter when, and any day. So I've always got a place. You always got a place in my heart, Micro Mike. You do. Paulson Adebo's interesting, y'all. It's interesting. He has the ball skills of a good corner. However, he also has the mistakes of a Terrion. So depending on how aggressive he is, he gets a lot of pass interference calls. He got a lot of handsy calls, holding calls. This could be a boom or bust player for us. When I look at him and he falls into my tiers of cornerbacks, he is the cornerback. He's an opportunistic corner. I think he benefited from Marshawn Lattimore. And that's another thing I wasn't thinking about 2 days ago. 2 days ago, when I was giving y'all that corner list and I was showing y'all the corners that this is how I classify a corner, this is what I should have did. I should have showed you combinations. I should have showed you guys combinations of the corners, like the best combo. Like when you have a shutdown corner, you can just have a starter, regular guy on the other side. When you have a cover corner, like Carlton Davis is a cover corner. If you have a cover corner like Carlton Davis, you can put an opportunistic corner like Paulson Adebo across from him. You could put Terrion in the slot. You know, because Carlton Davis, he's going to take care of his side. And Paulson Adebo, he's just going to get the ball because he's going to get the ball thrown to him because people aren't going to respect him in coverage. AG, I'm at my woman's house, or I would. Question, who do you believe the Lions will sign? That's interesting. I think the Lions potentially could sign Baron Browning. I think they could sign Paulson Adebo. And I think they could sign back, Pat O'Connor and all the tryhards. So when we look at Brad Holmes' free agent signings list, like I looked at the other day, he will bring in one player every offseason. He bringing in somebody we know, somebody that works. 2023, he brought in Sheldon Rankins. I like Sheldon Rankins. Sheldon Rankins a little old. I know Syndicate was talking about Sheldon Rankins the other day, and I commented on Syndicate, like, Sheldon Rankins old, but it's cool, though. It's cool. It's all cool. Like, I think he had more sacks than Levi Onwuzurike. Sheldon Rankins had more sacks than Levi Onwuzurike. It's sad, bro. I think Sheldon played in, like, 12 games. I think he missed half the season. He missed the rest of the games. Like, I think Crunch Time was talking about that too. But yeah, Paulson is going to be interesting because Paulson is one of those people that's boom or bust when it comes to coverage. He's boom or bust. He's going to be in position or he's going to give up a pass. When you in 6 games, remember he had a broken fibula, the strongest bone in the human body. He broke his fibula. So that's going to be a thing. So imagine the Aiden Hutchinson stuff where you break, what's that leg bone? The femur. We got something even worse with this guy. You could pay him, but you got to be sure about his medicals. And then you see his play. His play is very aggressive. When I looked at Reddit pages said his effort was never in question. Like the fans, they see his effort. They see his toughness. They see he was the only one trying to, and I see it on film too. There's a bunch of film. There's this like Saints guy breaking down film. That's what I really like. The Saints coaches and the Saints media people breaking down film of this guy. And they show his effort, they show his toughness, they show him tackling, they show him, a cover 2 look, and he stays disciplined. He has all that good stuff. And then there will be a play where it's a pass interference. Then there will be a play where, look, there was a Reddit comment that was so funny, dog. And I'm gonna leave you with this. No, it was a Twitter comment. The Twitter comment said on Paulson Adebo, this is the free agent acquisition. Free agent. One of the top cornerback free agents. It said, Paulson Adebo will make you forget the penalty he just had by getting an interception the next play. I was like, damn. You was just like, no, why you do that? Why you do that? And then guess what? Interception. That's my guy. Saints fans don't know what to do. They hate him one play, they hate him, and the next play they love him. Oh, it's crazy. I'm with you. Not going to be all in big names. Yeah, and that's all these guys are, is big names. Like my favorite guy in free agency for the Lions is Byron Browning. That's my favorite guy. This is my number one guy. And if we look at Byron Browning, right, and I'm going to put this up. I know some of y'all is not going to follow this unless y'all have seen it before. Byron Browning, when we look at our pass rush analysts, right, his defensive grade, his pressures, his run stop grade, all these things that matter, because this is the whole free agent list. We got Fowler on this list. We got everybody, Chase Young. We got everybody on this list. When we look at Brandon Browning, his pass rush win rate, and I should highlight this. I'll highlight it next time. His pass rush win rate is 16.4%. He played on 2 teams last year. 2 teams. He got traded from Arizona to Denver. No, he got traded from Denver to Arizona. When he got traded from Denver to Arizona, he was just playing and he was just pass rushing. And he was like a pass rush specialist. The only reason he got traded was because they got Nick Benito. They got all these guys. They got 4 guys that can pass rush on Denver. But he's played at Ohio State. He played the middle linebacker. He played off linebacker. And next thing you know, they turned him into a pass rusher in Denver. And he's been pass rushing ever since. And now he's projected to get $5 million. That's perfect. That's perfect, because now I have a pass rusher with a 16.4 win rate. Okay, his rushing defensive rate is not that great, but I have a guy here. The rushing defense is, the run grade is near the bottom. It's like 43.5 PFF, and then the run stop rate, like the percentage, is like 5.8, which is under Levi Onwuzurike. It really doesn't matter, because Levi Onwuzurike, I'm looking for this dude to be a pass rusher. That's what he is. This guy played in true pass rush sets. He had pass rush get off. In college, he played linebacker primarily. This is a Lions player. You can get him for cheap. You can rotate him in. You can put him at linebacker if you have an issue there, and you can put him at pass rusher. He has scheme versatility, Brad Holmes, he has scheme versatility. And you get him for $5 million. This, to me, this signing, if we sign Brandon Browning, my bad. Brandon Browning is a whole different. Byron Browning. If we sign Byron Browning, this to me reminds me of Zach Bond. And Zach Bond, as you know, extensively, I did research on Zach Bond. Zach Bond had 151 tackles, 11 TFLs, 5 QB hits, 3 sacks, 1 All-Pro team. Why is Zach Bond important? And why is the Eagles important? Because they took a linebacker who was a pass rusher. They put him at linebacker, and they gave him, look, we want you to do this, this, and this. And that's it. And he excelled. And they signed Zach Bond for $3 million. He about to be one of the top free agents in the NFL. So you could take this dude's pass rush skills and you could say, all right, we're going to pass rush you. And then, Campbell and them boys, Campbell, they did this with the Canadian dude. They did this with James Houston. They said, oh, we want you in zone. We want you in this. We want you in this. And those players cracked under that pressure. This guy, he could do all that. He did it at Ohio State. He did it over here. He did it over there. He does not care. As long as you pay him that $5 million, that Brad Holmes special, this is my favorite. This is my favorite free agent right here. This is it. So let me get to the comments. Browning would be a decent pickup. Good afternoon. What's up? What's up? What's up? I meant the DB. Oh, what's up? What's up? Too hot and cold for me. I want consistency. Yeah. Oh, Cody Barton. Oh, yeah. I see. Too hot and cold. Yes, he's hot and cold. You're talking about Adebo. Yeah, he's hot and cold, man. What's up, Brett DeWitt? It's just nice to see everybody, man. Nice to see everybody. Khalil Mack. This is y'all favorite. Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is expected to have 2 years, $22 million, or $40 million guaranteed, $20 million a year, because he's a pure pass rusher. He had 7 sacks last year, and it could be cheap. It could be what's that guy's name who went to he was a pass rusher for Denver for years, and then he went to the Bills. I forget that guy's name. But anyway, this is one of those guys you kick the tires off of. He's not my favorite free agent. He's y'all favorite free agent. I think he's old, bro. But last year he had 7 sacks. The year before that, he had like 10 sacks, 10 plus sacks. So anybody bringing production, Von Miller, yeah, this could be a Von Miller-esque signing. You're bringing this guy to bring you over the hump. We know Brad Holmes has brought in Bruce Irving, an old man, who was just a sack pass rusher. And that dude had like a sack. So the projected contracts is like, they don't have no money over there. They have like $63 million, but they're not about to put that in him. And I think they got to do something else to free up some more money. But if he's a free agent, the Lions should at least take a look. Maybe this will get the fans off your back, Brad Holmes, but knowing you, this won't do anything. You won't do anything with this. You'll look at him and you'll pass him right by. You ever see somebody in the mall and they don't say hello? Like, I was in the mall and I seen this guy coming, and he's coming, and my daughter like say hi, and I say hi. I'm like, oh, hello, sir. It's just, that's Brad Holmes in free agency. Brad Holmes is not looking at you, bro. Khalil can still produce. He can still produce 7 sacks last year. More sacks. Khalil would have been the top sack person on your team after Aiden injury, because Aiden has 7.5. This is, bro, the higher we go up on this list, the more unlikely Brad Holmes is going to do this. I got some guards for you guys. I only got some guards because y'all was asking for it, bro. And I got a whole free agent guard list that I can give you, and y'all can talk about it. Y'all can, he isn't coming off an injury. Nah. Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna. Brad's gonna shop at Aldi. I like Aldi stuff. I don't go to Aldi, but I go to Meijer. But yeah, Brad is, yeah. You ever look, you ever go somewhere and you're like, oh, I'll go there. And then you just go to the places you go? Because I go to Meijer with the quickness. Like, if y'all ever see me in Meijer, shout out to Meijer on Schoner Road. I go to Meijer. I go to Meijer. No, it's on Hoover, I think. I go to Meijer and I go to Kroger only. Like, when it comes to my food, it's only coming from 2 places, Meijer and Kroger. When it comes to Brad Holmes is shopping at Save-A-Lot for meat and chips and all this other stuff. It's crazy. So Tevin Jenkins is a guard, but he gives up a lot of sacks. He can run block with the best of them. I seen somewhere earlier this month he was supposed to get $10 million a year. That's crazy. I also seen today he projects Tevin Jenkins could sign a 3-year, $40 million contract with $24 million guaranteed. That's roughly $8 million a year. Tevin Jenkins is not going to sit behind a bench with $8 million a year. We're better off drafting a guard. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Lisa? More like Dollar General. Yeah. Dollar General, Brad Holmes. Dollar General. See, that's why with Brad, that's why I like Baron Browning. Because with Baron Browning, you can pay him $5-6 million a year for 2 years, give him a $12 million deal, and people are like, why did you sign that guy for that much? But Baron Browning can drop in zone, drop in coverage, play off the edge, play linebacker. You'll get more money out of Baron Browning because he can do so much with his skill set. And you put him in, check this out. You put him in at linebacker, you put him in at pass rusher. Now you can do this multiple front. Now you can do so many weird things on defense. You can have him stand up, be linebacker. You can have him rush from the edge. You can have him blitz. And this is what I see. I think this is the best fit because at Ohio State, he was a middle linebacker, outside linebacker. In Denver, they converted him to a pass rusher. When they converted him to a pass rusher, they literally got 4 or 5 sacks out of this dude and traded this dude. Then he went to Arizona. He was the only guy getting pressure. It was crazy. Matter of fact, I got something to show y'all. Y'all gonna be so mad. Y'all gonna be so mad. Meyer and the meat block for me. Oh, you like the meat block? Okay. Farmers market. Ain't meat block a farmers market? Is Derek Barnes replacement? Yes, this would be a Derek Barnes replacement. If they use half of Derek Barnes' ability, yeah, this would be a great replacement for Derek Barnes, bro. Because I think Derek Barnes can pass rush. This would be a Derek Barnes replacement. This would be a Derek Barnes replacement, and this would be someone that can help. This would be that rotational 0.5, that rotational. Remember, I told you we need 2 starters on the D line, but we need 2.5. This is that 0.5 too. So you got Derek Barnes, and that's a good point. How many draft picks do we have? We have 7 draft picks currently. You know it's terrible when I know that. Like when I know that off the top. It's terrible. Oh man, I love y'all, man. Y'all make this worth it. Every live stream I do, man, and I see y'all in the chat. Y'all be talking, man. That makes my day, bro. It does, bro. This is someone I like. I like Mekhi Becton. He's projected to get $10 million a year. I don't know if that works out because Brad is gonna walk right past him. Look right past him. $10 million a year for a guard sitting on the bench, I don't think happens. But this is where we're starting to get dicey because we start seeing our corners and we start seeing our defensive linemen. And the PFF projects PFF projects that 3-year, $43 million contract for Samuel. I got this directly from PFF. You could type it in on Google. The article comes up. $14 million per season. I believe that's with 26 million guaranteed. This is interesting because Asante Samuel Jr. has ball skills, but Asante Samuel Jr. cannot stay healthy. Asante Samuel Jr. has, I don't think, finished a season totally. I could look it up, but he's always been hurt. Every clipping I see, he's hurt. Everything I see, he's hurt. So if I type his name in, I just want to make sure he's never completed a season. Before I make that claim, I got to actually explain it to y'all because I don't think he's ever completed Pro Football Reference would be good. You know, it's real bad when I got to look this up before I actually have a claim. I think he's always had 15 games of. Damn, yes. Okay. So y'all will be laughing. Y'all will be laughing. His first year, he did not play the whole season. But his second year, he played the whole season, but he didn't start the whole season. His third year, he played the whole season. I'm just saying he played the whole season. Second and third year. Then he got hurt last year. He played 4 games and got hurt. He projects as a number 1 corner. He's not a number 1 corner. The money that he wants is Greg Newsome type money, which if you know anything about Greg Newsome is a solid corner. He's not a difference maker, but this guy has ball skills. So what he's asking for makes sense. What he's asking for, $14 million a year, is in the ballpark of where you would put him. But if he has a crazy year, he's going to come back. And he's also short, too. He's also short. He's going to say what they say. He's 5'10", which is really 5'9", NFL. So he going to look, I'm telling you, if you ever, you're going to see this dude hold out because he's going to ball out. His ball skills are crazy. Like when I say this dude could be a wide receiver, and he gets it from his dad, this dude takes the ball away. But the problem is like, wait. Yeah, look. He's averaged 2 interceptions a year. Just the whole time. He's averaged 2 interceptions. That Brad Holmes guy right there. Yeah, he's cheap. What's up, peeps? I'm glad to hear from y'all this season. Oh, yeah, what's up, Rant and Q? Hey, I see you on Facebook all the time. You got a great network, man. We might as well get Stokes then. Yeah, but this, I want to say he's better than Stokes. I want to say he's Stokes' evolved form. This is if Stokes had the ball skills and the speed, and he's got the speed, but let me just put out a separate video on this particular person. I'll do that because I'm torn with this guy as well. Just like Paulson Adebo, I'm torn because I see talent, but I already know, bro. I love your show. I love your show. Question: what concerns you the most about this team, and how is the window closed for this team? The window is not closed for the Detroit Lions. So anybody saying that is nonsense. That's nonsense. Let me tell you. I just seen this comment. It's hilarious. He's going to rework his deal. This guy has potential to get 6 interceptions and say, "Oh well, let me think about that." The window is not closed for the Lions. The Lions are still a good team. They still have the same coach. They still have the same talent on the field. Jahmyr Gibbs is still on the field. So if they run the ball 40 times a game, they still got the running backs. They still got the O-line. I wouldn't say the window is closed. What I would say for the Lions is the 5-year window just became 4. And for some of us, what it looks like is it became 3. It's like taking – I read today, if I smoke a cigarette, because I asked my wife, like, how many cigarettes I smoke a day? And I did the math. Apparently, a cigarette takes 11 minutes off your life every day. So for every cigarette you smoke, it's 11 minutes off your life. For every coach we lose, for every playoff game we lose, that's another year wasted. I want y'all to think like that. Because the window is 5 years for me. As long as golf contract was 4 years and we're going into golf money right now, like the window, it went from 5 years and you wasted that. Now it's 4 years. And then guess what? The Kirby contract's going to come. So if for everybody you don't re-sign, for every draft you waste and get these effort players, and never mind. I'm not going to do that. We really need an edge. Oh, yeah. He asked a real question. What's the most concerns you? The biggest concern for me with the Detroit Lions is their lack of cornerback and defensive line play. The marriage is crazy. When they have a good corner room, they don't have a defensive back room. When they have a good corner room, they don't have a defensive line. When they have a defensive line, they don't have any corners. And for most of you, you're going to tell me what Mike Valenti told me just a while ago, which was when we have a good defensive line, we don't need any corners. Well, I disagree with that. I think that's an old patched argument. Like in IT, we do patchware updates, right? We do updates to patch the system to make sure all the bugs are out of the system. The Eagles told you that their secondary wasn't good enough when they drafted 2 secondary people and then got a dude in free agency. They did the same stuff we did. They did the same stuff, and they had to have an elite secondary and an elite pass rush. The linebacker play was like, okay, if we get some out these guys, great. But they did. They got the great linebacker. They got some out of them guys. So my biggest concern is like, when this draft, how balanced are you going to be? How balanced are you going to be in this offseason program? Are you going to go all in on defensive line? Are you going to go you getting some corners? Because you know you need a wide receiver. Like, what are you going to do? And that's where my concern is. Like, balance this stuff out. We need 2.5 defensive linemen on the starting. We need 2.5 starting defensive linemen on this D line. We need an edge. We need a D tackle. And we also need to figure out this cornerback, because this has been a cycle of some crazy stuff. This has been like a reverberating door, like a turnstile. This is not Macy's. I shouldn't see a turnstile. I think we need an edge and a tall CB. Yeah, you're right there with me. Yeah, and we need a safety, which is weird because we keep having them. I don't know why we need the same things. Iffy is too iffy for me. Oh, yeah, I got you. Like, comment, subscribe. That's awesome. Thank you, bro. He has not finished the season. Sounds like a Brad Holmes guy. Yeah. Asante Samuel didn't finish the season last year, but he finished the last 2 seasons, and then his rookie year he got hurt. So I'm sorry. I used a narrative as my overall thinking for this guy. So I'm sorry about that. The narrative is he can't stay healthy. The facts is for 2 straight seasons he stayed healthy. And that's where YouTubers got to be better. I got to be better at that. My next guy is lost sound. Is my sound working? Is my sound okay? What's up, J Rod? Is my sound okay? Is this all right? All right, cool. I think someone said it's cool. I don't know. All right, cool. Let's see about Dayo. I can hear you. Okay, perfect. Like, this guy is a pass rusher, defensive end. Dayo Odeyingbo, all right? As of January, my bad. As of January 28th, 2025, Projected Football Focus says this guy was on a 4-year, $66 million contract with $39 million guaranteed. This would make him the 19th highest paid edge rusher in the league. This is a discount. The thing about this that's interesting is he played in a multiple front, okay? So if we go to my handy dandy pass rush chart, okay, I'm going to find him. I'm going to tell you the pass rush grade and the run grade. So the pass rush grade for Dayo, the total pressures he had was 42. The pass rush win rate was 12.6, okay? And that's on par with guys like Chase Young. That's on par with Joshua Uche, who we should have traded for, but we didn't. That's on par. But the run stop rate with Dayo, right? He's at the bottom. Okay. When I say 4.0 run stop rate, which is in your farthest right quadrant, he's not there. Okay. So Hassan Reddick is better at the run defense. Derek Barnett is better at run defense, who we could probably get in free agency. Matthew Judon is just right there with him at run defense. So he's a little bit iffy when it comes to run defense, but he did play in a 3-4, a multiple front. I'm not giving him any excuses, but this could be a player you put in there, but I don't know about the money though. I don't know. Like, all right, let's just 4 years. Let's break that down. 4 years, $66 million. Okay, that just sounds like a lot of money, bro. It sounds like a lot of money. What would that be? 9 contract with 39 guaranteed. Let me say 39 guaranteed is 10 million. Let me just say that 39 guaranteed is 10 million. Plus with the other incentives, he's probably making 15 million a year. That's a cheap contract as an edge rusher. But you got this little guy on the team, number 97. If you bring this dude in, he want to get paid more than that. Because this dude he's okay. Like, let's look at the sacks. All right. Let me show you why he's okay. You're gonna look at this, and you're gonna be like, what? He got how many sacks? And he's about to get this. This is why I be saying what I be saying, bro. Over the course of his career, he got 16 sacks. Okay. Last year he got 8 sacks. He got 8 sacks and get this much money. 97 gonna be looking. 8 sacks in 2024. 97 got 8 sacks in 4 games. No Dayo for me. Yeah, no Dayo. I like Adebo. being his name for 2 years. Okay, him and Sweat. Yeah, been hearing his name for 2 years. Yeah, it's interesting. He's interesting. I only say he's interesting because 2024. Okay, in each year he had 4 sacks. That's not impressive at all. That's not impressive at all, bro. And if I go to ESPN, he's not even credited with one of the sacks that PFF credited him with. So, yeah, he's going to get money. He's going to get paid, but that's a no for me. Hutch is a dog. Yeah. Hutch had that in 4 games. See, that's why I be saying, like, you don't want to pay just everybody, because for every guy that you have, for every guy that you really pay, there's a guy on your team that can do just the same as much as him. He just needs the opportunity. So for the Albert Haynesworth, who was $100 million contract, or a matter of fact, how about this? Milton Williams, who's a great player. He was a rotational player. The Eagles got Milton Williams in the 3rd round of the NFL draft, like 4 years ago. The Eagles got a defensive tackle with a pass rush win rate of 17.6 in the 3rd round. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We could do it. We could do it, Detroit. This is the dog right here. I think y'all understand what I want now. I think y'all know what I want. I want Josh Sweat, bro. Josh Sweat, when it comes downtown, is according to Sports Track, they should have a market for. He should have a market for about $56 million over 3 years, for an average annual value of $18.8 million a year. That would make him the number 10th highest paid pass rusher. The projections are based on comparable. So 3rd round, like B. Martin. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I went and looked up when Milton Williams was drafted in the 3rd round. Yep. I think we took Kirby that draft, so I'm not too mad. This is so great, bro. If we get Josh Sweat, bro, which we won't. And then you bring these guys in. This is the thing. You bring these guys in. If Josh Sweat makes this, and Josh Sweat had 8 sacks on a loaded team, what's he going to do here where it's bare? What's he going to do here where we have Aiden Hutchinson? And Aiden Hutchinson going to want $20 million a year. I mean, just think. I'm just thinking about guys, bro. And I'm looking up guys' stats on the fly because I can't remember all this information. I'll be doing editing and all this stuff. Like, Josh Sweat had 8 sacks last year. 8 sacks. Josh Sweat, 8 sacks. Good rush grade, good everything. We also got the handy dandy notebook. Josh Sweat. I don't even think he on here. Hold on. Oh yeah, Josh Sweat is on here. Pressures, 54 pressures. Okay. 15.7 pass rush win rate. This dude gonna be a dog for somebody. Oh my God, he gonna be a dog. Oh my God. Run stop. He at the top of run stop. So in every quadrant, he's top 4, top 3. So when we look at Josh Sweat, this ain't no accident, bro. This is why I do the videos I do. I can't just say stuff to y'all. $18 million a year. Bring in Josh Sweat. Now, guess what? The Brad Holmes and Dissner model is, let's give them 9 up front. This is what they did with Shark, and this is what they did with what's that boy name? CJ. They gave him that money up front. CJ Gardner-Johnson got a $10 million contract, but he was only booked for $2 million. If I'm correct, if I'm not correct, tell me in the comments. But they gave him $8 million signing bonus. This is where I need Dissner. See, for us, it's Brad Holmes, right? He's the face, right? He's that face. But for most people, they know it's a staff, bro. It's the financial guy. It's the Spielman guy. It's everybody, bro. Everybody in this build needs to come to a understanding, like, we need a pass rusher in the draft, or we need a premium pass rusher in free agency. There's nothing else on your team that comes remotely important to these two things. Like, your number one pick should not be a guard. Like, pick 28. If it's a guard, if it's Zabel, and you stroll him out here, I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I really don't know. Like, you would have to draft 2 defensive ends in the 2nd and 3rd round to please the fans. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So Josh Sweat is a dog. He's in every top tier quadrant we're looking at, and he's got a good run defense. He has 8 sacks. He is okay. So he would be leading your team in sacks right now. I heard Sweat wasn't looking for a bag, and he was hoping to stay in Philly. Yeah, he's definitely wanting to stay in Philly. You need to have a little talk with Mr. Brad Holmes. I definitely need to talk to Brad Holmes. I want to see. Oh, I got something for you. You just reminded me. Oh, snap, the cigarettes. I gotta stop smoking cigarettes, bro. They take 11 minutes off your life, supposedly. Home Depot. I love that. Homes Depot. Oh, Jesus, I love it. Homes Depot. I love that. That's the comment of the day, bro. Shout out to Mr. Morale. Homes Depot. Where does the pressure rate rank among players? Well, our pressure rate, if you're asking about the team, we rank top 5 in pressure rate. But that's over the course of the season. There are some games that we were just dominant, crazy. Where does his pressure rate rank? Oh, okay. I'll do that. His pressure rate. Okay. I read that wrong. So his pressure rate is 15.7. And 15.7 at a defensive end is like fringe elite. You want to be up there at 17, 20, 24. Like, the pressure rates that of the highest guys are the pass rush win rate. Pass rush win rate, because that's what matters. Because if I take all the pressure and I say you got there 100 times, but it was a pressure rate, and you got pressure 30 times out of 100, that's 30%. But how many times are you winning? And that's why I look at that analytic before I look at others, because how many times are you winning? How often? What percentage rate are you winning? Because you could go up against Myles Garrett. No, you can go up against Sewell one week, and you can go up against, I don't know, a placenta the next week. So I need the win rate. So I look at win rate, and his win rate is about 17%, which is good. I like my defensive tackles to be 17%, but 17% to 24, 23% is elite status. That's elite area. Man, I love it when y'all ask questions, bro. That's fucking dope. Thank you, bro. That's dope, man. Depot ain't cheap. Homes Depot. That's hilarious. Homes Depot. We got one. That boy got one, bro. Homes Depot ain't cheap, though. But it's cheaper than a multi-billion-dollar business. Yeah, shout out to 1991 Max Stag. I hope that explains what I said. Like, his pressure rate was at the 17 mark. Yeah. If you look at pass rushers below, if you look at the second to right one, it's about 15.7. So you want it to be 17 to 24, but he got like 15. But he was also on a team that was like oh yeah, he said you did. Okay. Let's get off Josh Sweat, because I'm gonna glaze Josh. Never mind. Anyway, these upper tier guys, I love them. These upper tier guys, this is what I love. I love guys who could play football. I don't like guys who try hard and he's going to be impactful. Maybe, I don't know. No, I like Charvarius Ward. Charvarius Ward, pure cover corner. So if Carlton Davis, he feeling cool, Carlton Davis just spoke on Brad Holmes in a good way. No, spoke on Dan Campbell in a great way. Dan Campbell told him in front of the team that he's not just a cover corner. He's an elite guy. He's a cool guy. He'll praise you. He'll praise you for anything you do. And he does that in front of the team. And to me, that type of person who was touched by that, who was like, inspired by that, like, wow, I like rock with Dan Campbell. Like, bro, you already got a Super Bowl. You might as well just come back for less money, bro. It's not even a chance, bro. But if you want to walk out, gladly walk out, because Charvarius Ward is available. Charvarius Ward's contract projection for 2025 is a 3-year deal, $43 million, with an average salary of $14 million per year. Now, remember, when we got Cam Sutton, it was $11 million per year. We gave him $11 million a year for 3 years. When we got Carlton, we inherited, I believe, $13 million a year. This dude, we can pay right now for $14.5 million a year. Better player, more rings, 2 systems, cover corner. This is what I'm talking about. So when I see Charvarius Ward, he played for who? Kansas City. Then he played for who? San Francisco. Did you ever hear about an issue with Charvarius Ward besides the death of his child? And praise God, God bless his family and everything. And God, my heart goes out to him and his family, because I don't understand how you could live through that and still have a career and play football every day. Like, he should have been dismissed from the team, like, in a professional way. Like, God bless him. And, God bless the trials and tribulations he went through, right? Because I'm not even gonna say it, but y'all know. Y'all have kids, y'all know. So this guy is a cover corner who came to work every day in his worst year ever. Okay? Worst year. All right. And God bless him, because he came to work. And then not only did he come to work, he came to play. There was no issues with his side of the field. The issues for San Francisco was injuries. The issues for San Francisco was this, that, and the third. They had drama with the Tavondre Campbell and all this other stuff. They had inconsistent quarterback play. They wasn't running the ball. No, and he wants out. He wants out. Nothing wrong with him physically, right? And I want y'all to understand, he wants out of California because that's a hard place for him to be. I seen the whole interview. His daughter died there. He's had nothing but problems there. It's weird. It's like, when you move to a different state and that state you just can't rock with. Like me personally, when I was stationed in Texas for that little minute, I was enjoying it. I was like, dang, this is Texas. And I remember my wife hated Texas. She hated it down there. And it just wasn't a state that was for her. Michigan, I'm okay. It's middle. It's middle. But Texas, I felt like the man. Now, if he get a change of scenery, he gets a change of scenery, I think it'll be better. Yeah, you seen the interview too. Yeah. J-Rod, shout out to J-Rod. Tell me what you want to do with that channel you got going on, man. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all that. We can put you on here and we can talk football, bro. I'm definitely prop up your channel, bro. Just make a video. I'll share it. Whatever you need, J-Rod. So this is interesting. Don't kill me, all right? Don't kill me. Nick Bolton, $10 million a year, 4 years. This is a good linebacker. I'm not saying Jack is not good. I'm not saying Anzalone. I just seen all the injuries to linebacker, bro. I seen all the injuries. I was like, man, y'all need a linebacker. It's not as big of a need. It's something you can get in the 5th round. But the best linebacker out there, and I don't think they're going to sign him, is Nick Bolton. And Nick Bolton, another Kansas City Chiefs. Matter of fact, we got some Kansas City stuff, bro. I've been trying to get this in here the whole time. Let me show you what Kansas City drafted in 2022. And I'm going to put this in the video, and y'all going to be like, why are you showing me Kansas City? I'm showing you what Super Bowls look like and what draft Super Bowls look like. I'm not showing you goofy stuff like, try hard. Poach anybody from the Chiefs. I hated LA. Oh, yeah. What y'all got to say? 59 Super Bowl. He ain't been to one. I don't know. I know we ain't been to one. Oh yeah, 59. I'm like, Charvarius Ward been to a Super Bowl. I'm just 59 Super Bowls, and we ain't been to one. I don't know how much more patient I can be. So the question is, do you think Brad's who will be the reason we don't win a Super Bowl? Oh, damn, that's deep. That's a deep question. That's multifaceted because Brad isn't playing the games. He's the most impactful player. He's the most impactful person on the team, and he doesn't play in the games. So when we look, did Brad throw? I'm not about to say that. I'm not about to. In this past game, did Brad give the ball away 3 times? No. I need the execution of the plays to work. And I need the execution of the GM to be no excuse. Like if you look at Schoiner, like the Seattle guy. The Seattle guy has been to 2 Super Bowls. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's a GM. And he said crazy stuff. Like he said, like, he doesn't draft guards high. He doesn't da-da-da-da-da. But he's got 2 Super Bowls, bro. He's been there like since 2012. So, no, 2009. He's been there. So, for Brad to be one of those long-term GMs, he has to go to 1. He has to win 1. Like, I feel like a GM, like after 6 years, like DeCosta. Look at DeCosta in Baltimore. DeCosta won rings as Ozzie Newsome's assistant. When you talk to Baltimore fans, he doesn't have his own legacy. He's not his own person. They still trying to see what he is. It's year 6 with DeCosta, bro. Ozzie Newsome retired 6 years ago. That's why I look at other fan bases to see, am I tripping? This started in 2022 when I started looking at other fan bases, and I started seeing if I'm tripping, if I'm like, you know, because we're a good team. What does that mean? We need a Super Bowl. What your old lady dislike about Texas? Oh, it's too hot. She has to stay in the city. She don't like the city. We know why we have to stay in the city sometimes. I like Houston. I like Dallas. I like the places, not the people. Not like the places, not the teams. And I like being on bases. Like, you know, when I was in the reserve, the only time I got, see stuff was deploying and shit. So, like, working on the base and everything, that was cool. Like, everything was like, it was easy. So, I hated LA. Yeah. I went to LA. I can't stand LA, bro. They so fake. Poach anybody from the Chiefs roster. Yeah, absolutely. Ego. I like Bolton coming out of the draft. Damn. Ain't that Lisa got one? Lisa got one, bro. That's crazy. I like Bolton coming out the draft. What do you think about Wingo, Pico, and Muhammad? I like them on the practice squad. Upgrade Rodrigo, Barnes, and Maven. Maven got to go. I like those 2, but if we can get like an upgrade, that's cool. I like them all, but we could should have upgrades to them. I hope not, Bobby. Damn. I hope not, Bobby. What did Bobby say? Bobby, ego. Oh, ego. Oh, what's up, Bobby? Bobby Stark in the building. What's up, man? No to Greenlaw. Height deficiency. You don't like Greenlaw? It's crazy. Thank you. That part. He already know. I like what I've seen from Bolton, but I haven't seen much tape on him. He's great at zone, and he's great at man, and he's great at matching up with guys. And matter of fact, let's bring that in. I'm just trying to find the file because it was just so amazing, bro. It was amazing. So it's not edited to the where I want it, but I want you to see what a Super Bowl team looked at in the draft. So first and foremost, in 2022, I believe the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl, correct? Okay. So I'm gonna just call it Chiefsville. Okay. So I'm gonna put this in here, and this is funny. This is what the Chiefs look for in players. And tell me if this sounds familiar. Tell me if it sounds new. Oh, I would love Greenlaw. Okay. I would love an elite linebacker that can play. Dre Greenlaw can play like zone man, and he's played in Super Bowl. I need Super Bowl caliber people. I don't need, Y'all be killing me with that one. Check this out. This is what they play. This is what's going
22 draft.
All right. So I don't know if y'all gonna hear this, but it's talk about the 2022 draft. Okay. So who won the Super Bowl in the 2022? So I believe the Chiefs won it in 22, right? Let me check because I haven't edited yet because I was going to put this in a video. This is crazy. I was going to make a video and put it out there. Oh, yeah. Chiefs Super Bowl 2022. I want to say Stafford won it 2022. No. In the 2022 season, it was the Eagles versus the Eagles. It was the Eagles versus the Chiefs, right? 2021, like I think they won it in the 2020 Rams. Because y'all know the Super Bowl is like Super Bowl is weird because it's around New Year's. Yeah. So that was the league year. The league year was 21 for the Super Bowl for the Rams. The next year, the Chiefs won. Okay, just so everybody's this is what they look for in players. And then I found out they won the Super Bowl with 4 rookies are starting, 5 rookies coming in rotational. They won the Super Bowl with rookies on defense. Yeah, he got it right. Yeah, 22. Yeah. No, Lisa got it right too. Yeah, I was just slow. I was explaining it. This is what they look for in players.
Class, though. You've got all those defenders, guys like Trent McDuffie, George Karlaftis, Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, so many guys.
Yeah.
Brian Cook.
Was Leo in there?
Leo Chanel, yeah. Like,
Leo, yeah.
How did those guys impact what you're doing now and all the success that we've had?
You know, it's a unique group, and I mean, Brett and his crew, Brett Feature and his crew did a great job identifying those guys, but they all kind of fit. The one common thread with all of them is they're really into football, and they're really intelligent guys. I'm talking about football intelligence. And so when you get a bunch of guys like that, you know, you throw in a Nick Bolton, and you throw in a Drew Tranquill, and Justin Reed, and you throw those
Chris
kind of
Jones
guys
is pretty good too.
But yeah, but they get football, and in this league and in a way, and where this game's going, Matt, if you're not one of those fast thinkers that gets ball, right, and can kind of adjust on the run, because defense is reacting to something all the time, right? When you get a bunch of guys, 11 guys that can do that together, that's when you can become pretty good. And I think that's kind of been the thread or the secret sauce when we do play really well.
Okay, so I'm going to break this down. So remember last video, not last week for the live stream people, but the last video I put out on YouTube, I said that every team has a identity or a thing that they do well in the draft. And I talked about the Steelers doing well with the linebackers and the pass rushers. I talked about the Seattle Seahawks who do well with the cornerbacks. I talked about, like, there's multiple teams that do well in the draft at certain things. Years ago, not now, years ago, the Lions did well with the defensive line. We was killing it. When he says, Steve Spagnuolo, who's won 4 Super Bowls, mind you, 3 with the Chiefs, 1 with the Giants in 2008. When Steve Spagnuolo says the players we look for, and he went to the Super Bowl, the year he went to the Super Bowl, he had 4 rookie starters. So I don't want to hear about it's just a rookie. 4 rookie starters and 1 guy coming in rotational. He had Leo Chanel. He had Trent McDuffie. He had all these. He named all the guys. And I'm going to put this in a video. They were intelligent. They were football intelligent. They loved football, but they could think on the fly. And I started thinking, do we have players that can think on the fly? Can we say, like, we know we have good Boy Scouts and, they're good. They're good Boy Scouts. But can they think on the fly? Can they tell me the difference between the cover 6 and the cover on the fly? And it broke, and it came to me in 2023, there was like a notable issue with this team in zone defense. We would be in these goofy zones, And apparently we busted coverage all the time. Although we won 12 games, it looked like we were susceptible to the big play. In 2024, 2024, we play man and cover 3 only. That's it. Man and cover 3. And it reminded me of the Seattle Seahawks. Because the Seattle Seahawks played cover 3 because they wanted their guys to think fast, move fast, and not think about coverage, not to be thinking football players. But here I see a championship team with a defense that went to the Super Bowl year 1 with 5 rookies. And then they went to 2 other Super Bowls, won one of them. How many? I don't know. But they had a young defense. And they trade off they'll trade off their stars. Like, check this out. L'Jarius Sneed, they'll trade him. They don't care. They don't care. Like, if your name's, look, can you pass rush? Leo Chenal can pass rush. Karlaftis can pass rush. Trent McDuffie can cover. You notice a pattern? Nick Bolton plays zone. They locked up the defensive front and the defensive backs locked up. Good. L'Jarius Sneed, Charvarius Ward, we don't care. We got Trent McDuffie. We good. It's a common theme that their defensive backs are good and their defensive tackles and defensive pass rushers are good, and they keep going to Super Bowls. And people keep thinking it's just one person. It's just Mahomes. And Mahomes is a phenomenal. But it's not just Mahomes. For us, it's not going to be just Jared Goff. It's idiotic. If Jared Goff is the center of the team and he's the greatest quarterback ever, he still needs a defense. We saw that in the game. If we had a defense and Jared Goff fell out a cliff, we could actually have it 6-0. So I don't think this is the smartest team in the league. I don't think that we have the smartest team in the league. I think these guys just play man coverage because the zone concepts, they was getting blown out the water mentally. Like, you had too many young guys. You had Vildor, you had this, and this. You might as well just play zone. You might as well play man and just go, because you guys they're not there, bro. And it makes perfect sense. You don't want these athletes thinking too much. Just play man. And when we play San Francisco and we had those bumps and those switches and those switching routes and all that stuff with Ricky Pearsall, and guys gave up 30, 40-yard plays, Terrion, Branch. Like, it makes perfect sense that we don't have the smartest guys in the damn shed. We have guys that can play man. We have just athletes that are good people. And we need a brainiac in there. We need some, like, I don't know. We need, like, I want a guy that loves the team and loves football, and he can break down defense. I want a guy to be able to be like Kirby and anticipate an interception. You know what I'm saying? I want a guy to be like, anticipate what the other team is going to do. Like, I want a guy after the game is over and he makes a good play, a break on the football, or this, that, and the third, all this stuff. And he says, well, on film, I was able to see at film study at home that, he has a certain tell that, he does this and this and this. And I was able to break up the pass because of that. I've never heard this defense talk like that. Brian Branch had an interview in Minnesota when we beat Minnesota, when it was 5-0 and it was a legendary team for everybody. Brian Branch said, it's just really 30% me. It's like 70% AG. He just told me where to be. We have too many players that just get told what to do. They just get told what to do and they just do it. Jack Campbell, rushing as a defensive end. He was terrible. Jack Campbell was bad at rushing as a defensive end his rookie year. They kept doing it. He ain't good at it. They just kept doing it. Coach just wants me to do it. Like, who in there is a cerebral thinker besides Kirby, bro? Who in there besides Anzalone and Kirby? We could say Anzalone and Kirby, but I know for a fact, like, we need a sideline-to-sideline dude with a football IQ that can bring these guys like, look, it's coming your way. If it bounce back, it's coming your way. If it flows side to side, it's going this way. If it do this, it's going this way. Remember the clip? This is how I know. I know I'm right. Remember the clip of Zadarius Smith breaking down in the Houston game, coaching Pascal. He not even playing. He coaching. He's like, look, when they say Ringo is coming right. When they say lefty, when they say, I don't know, think of an L word. When they say latitude, when they say latitude, when they say latitude, it's going left. I thought that was public knowledge. That's a normal thing. In every protection scheme, any R word is right. Any left word is left. That's normal. So when I see these guys and they don't be like cerebral like that, like Pascal, like I didn't know they was running my way. Well, if they say, if you listen to the protection, I got Zadarius Smith telling Pascal, if you listen to the protection, Ringo is coming your way. You should know that. You've been in the league 3 years, bro. I just saw Kirby say he was watching film. Yeah, Kirby was watching film. That's how he got them picks. You see the production, and I remember that was a challenge. That was a challenge from Campbell in preseason. He said, well, I remember he had an interview about Campbell at the presser, and he was talking. No, Campbell had an interview on Kirby at the presser, and Campbell said, like, with Kirby, right? If he sees that a guy is not a receiving threat, I don't know if y'all saw this presser, and I can bring it up. If he sees this guy is not so much of a receiving threat, maybe he pushes outside and guards this guy instead, or floats his coverage this way. That's the type of stuff I want to see from Kirby. He said that, bro. He said that about Kirby Joseph the week 1 preseason. He said it. He said, I want to see the type of stuff where a guy sees that this guy isn't, like, they're telling us everything about this team and we just letting it go. We just getting so drunk off the Kool-Aid, bro. So Branch did the interview multiple times, like, yeah, it's 70% AG. I'm just doing what AG says, and I'm being told what to do, and I'm being told where to be at, and I'm doing it. And it's really great. I'm like, it's 70% AG. Like, I put it in a film study because I was like, damn, it's 70 AG told you to be here on this play, when they do this. I need an on-the-field coach, bro. And so whoever comes on this team that's big money, I need them to be so cerebral to get these guys set, to get these guys ready, to get Terrion to that next level. Because if you notice, Terrion, exactly, we need a Kuechly. Someone said it. We need a Kuechly, bro. And a Kuechly could be, check this out, a Kuechly could be a Darren Sharper. A Kuechly could be a corner that just watches film a lot. A Kuechly could be Ramsey. A Kuechly could be a defensive tackle that's like this, and this. Like, we don't really, like, do we hear guys? I'm not questioning people's IQs. I'm talking about football. Do we hear on this team, like, we're the smartest football team? We're the most disciplined. We're the most aggressive, tough, physical, and we do what the coach says. And that's it. And that's why when Jaden Daniels has the ability to freelance his way out and throw 300 yards, that's why Jaden Daniels, check this out. Let me put this for you, because y'all don't believe me about this team. When I have passion about this team, like, y'all don't understand it. I got something for you. Since 35 people here, and I know it's going to be more people here. This is what happened. So if you pay somebody, I need them to bring out the best in everybody. If you pay somebody, I need them to bring out the best. Khalil Mack. If you're watching film, like, or if you're like, you know, if you're like Bolton and you're a smart player and you can get everybody set up. If you're like Byron Murphy, who can train Terrion to be aggressive and high caliber corner, this is what I need. I don't need none of that goofy stuff. I need high caliber play. So check this out. I'm gonna show you this because y'all not gonna like it. And you know, frankly, this is Jaden Daniels. This is Jaden Daniels' stats. No, this is our situation with Jaden Daniels. Oh, so I put this ugly, so don't mind it. The Lions defense did not generate a single pressure on Daniels with a four-man pass rush across 17 dropbacks. When blitzing, however, the Lions did pressure Daniels 12 out of 20 times, 60%, yet failed to record a sack of any of those 12 pressures with extra rushers. Let me say it again. The Lions defense didn't generate a single pressure. It's pathetic, bro. So when I say they didn't generate a pressure, and when I criticize this, and this, and I hear my coach, my head coach say he lets his coaches coach, and both his coaches was imploding, and the offense was imploding, and the defense was imploding. And I look at guys like Terrion and Meek, and they're getting cooked. And I look at guys like these guys are getting cooked. Who's going to be that person that come in here with the money, with the bag, and calm this team down in these situations? Is it going to be Anzalone? Is he cool? They couldn't even breathe without Anzalone in Chicago and in all these teams. Our offense, we depend on offense in San Francisco. They couldn't do nothing without Anzalone. So who's going to be those cerebral players that get hey, look, Terrion, this is what you need to do when you see this. Oh, okay. When you see it like this is what you need to do. I need literally a coach on the field, bro. Urlacher was oversized safety at first before linebacker. Yeah, but we weren't the most hungry against the Commanders. They wanted it more. Yeah, I think so. They wanted it more. They were sick of hearing about the hungry Lions that wasn't hungry at all. Let me get through this. Byron Murphy. I think I got 5 more guys. So Byron Murphy is expected to get some money. Byron Murphy, a cornerback, just put up the season great. He has 6 interceptions, right? He signed a 2-year deal 2 years ago of $17 million. He outplayed that deal. Okay. He was making $17.5 million. He's expected to get 24. This is your number one guy. Like this is for me, this is impossible. I'm not paying no corner no 24 million because guess what? Minnesota is gonna play this dude so hard. They're gonna get rid of this dude and they're gonna draft Benjamin Morrison. And they're never going to lose. They're not, bro. They respect to them because, you know, RIP their corner that they drafted and he got killed in a car accident. RIP to that corner, Kyrie Jackson. God bless him and his family. May his soul rest in peace. But they was never going to pay this man. Never. Okay? So he's going to go somewhere and he's going to make a lot of money. And they're going to just draft the best corner in the draft. So in my estimation, we took our corners way too early, bro. This dude is expected to make 20+ million. He's expected to get Sauce Gardner money, Patrick Surtain money because he has 6 interceptions. 90 million. His market value right now is 90 million 4-year contract, and he's coming off a 17.5 million. He outplayed that contract. For those in the back, 17.5 million for a corner is cover corner status. 17.5 million means you're the number one corner and you're the guy. You're the higher tier, but not elite guy. Oh, yeah. All y'all saying stuff. Oh, man. He's nice for real. That stat is crazy. Things change when somebody has a C sewn in their jersey. Exactly. Y'all see me. Y'all feel me, bro. Because I don't see it from this team, bro. I just hear a bunch of good boys. I hear a bunch of good boys saying, yeah, coach told me where to be, and I was there. Where's the little football nerd? Every team got one. Tom Brady was the football nerd. Tom Brady could tell you everything about the defense. He watched so much film. He said it in interviews countless times. I knew if this guy did this. I knew if this guy did this. I knew if this guy had long speed. I don't see that on this team, bro. The only person who did that was Kirby Joseph this year, and we seen him go from 4 interceptions to 9. So we see the jump. Now, who's going to be the next jump? Who's going to be the next jump, bro? Oh, wow. Hannah says, I just discovered your channel. Excellent analysis. And this is coming from a Chiefs fan. Just FYI, Bolton is getting signed. Okay. He is the QB of the defense. You see that? Cerebral player. He's the QB of the defense, and apparently Spags loves him. Justin Reed might walk, though. This is down. I appreciate you, Hannah. I don't know why a Chiefs fan is in the Lions fans thing, but it's cool. Hey, look, Hannah, we just trying to get where you at. No weirdo. I'm not trying to like be weird. I'm never going to bow down to the Chiefs. Believe that. Believe that. But we just trying to get where you are, and we trying to figure it all out. Our biggest problem right now is we got some tryhards in the building. We got to get them tryhards out. We need some star power. So y'all got star power, but y'all know how to get rid of star power too. L'Jarius Sneed. L'Jarius Sneed signed $76 million contract. The next year, he was a bum. Look, it's crazy, bro. That's why free agency is somewhat of a joke, because in free agency you can get a Zach Bond who's going to sign for $3 million a year, and then go to All Pro on the right team, because that's what he did with the Eagles. But in free agency, you can get an Albert Hainsworth who signs for $10, $12 million a year and doesn't do anything. He becomes Broderick Martin, fat, lazy, never on the game. Look, the Browns are a joke because they mortgage their freedom. They mortgage their franchise for a quarterback. Come on now. Oh, yeah, Hannah. Shout out to Hannah, bro, because I love the Lions players and the culture. Excellent. Oh, yeah. All right. Shout out to you. Hey, look, you got a home in the NFC, Hannah. We love y'all too, man. Well, I love y'all, bro. I can speak for myself. I love y'all. I think the Chiefs are a world-class organization, even when y'all was Alex Smith, even with the Nigerian Nightmare, even with I could take it way back. I could take it way back. I could take it back to the running backs y'all had. See. Anyway, no, this is the top guy. That's the second top guy. This is the top guy. Here we go. Byron Murphy. No, DJ Reed. 4 years, $81 million. Woo! That's $20 million a year. DJ Reed shouldn't have as much trouble scoring a big contract. Reed has been one of the bright spots for the downtrodden New York Jets. Yeah, look, Reed is interesting because Reed got opportunities. He made the most of his opportunities because he had a lockdown corner on the right side of him. Sauce Gardner came out of Cincinnati, and he didn't give up a touchdown in 3 years. This dude realized, like, look, I can make my opportunities. He had a shutdown corner next to him, and now everybody thinks this dude is a cover corner. And if he is a cover corner, he's going to be a staple on a team for years, and he's going to be 20 million plus. This is what we want from Brad Holmes. Just find one of these guys in the draft and pay him. It's so hard. Bro, this guy was like a 3rd round pick. This guy wasn't even a 1st round pick, bro. Yeah, shout out to Hannah, bro. Oh, Chicken Nugget in the building. We gotta take that next jump in free agency. Exactly. We're not in the same situation, guys. We're not in the same situation. The same situation is, look, we need the salary cap space, and we need to try hard, and da-da-da-da-da. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look, we haven't signed nobody. I could show you the views. I could show you the thing, but I got to get this out. So I'm going to do it later. But it's kind of pathetic. It's getting pathetic. We got to sign somebody. But there's a thing about Bond. He worked because Fangio changed his position in linebacker. That is true about Bond. And we talked about that. But from what the Eagles identified in his skill set, in his traits, in his ability, the Eagles identified that this player could play this. Then they asked him to play this. In Detroit, we ask our players to change position, change this all the time. Brian Branch comes in as a nickel corner. He's excelling as a nickel corner. The next season, we ask him to play safety because we see that they don't stay in nickel packages. Kansas City Chiefs, or not Kansas City, the San Francisco 49ers don't stay in those nickel packages. So we ask him to play safety. What's his name? James Houston. Defensive end, had 19 sacks his rookie year at his Had 8 sacks his rookie year, 8 sacks in 5 games. Next season, they asked him to be a linebacker because he can do it, because he can play. They, we ask players to change their position all the time. Penei Sewell, left tackle, moving to right tackle. We ask people to, like, when you identify a player can do certain things, have that player do certain things. One trick pony. Kirby Bates QBs in the first half, learns quick and makes them pay. Hopefully we pick them and keep them. Yeah, hopefully we keep Kirby, because I heard that's up for discussion. Hainsworth was a waste of money in Washington. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so help because I can't stand the Bears who want him. Okay, so to help cause I can't stand the Bears who want him. Y'all need to look into Justin Reed, who's our second best tackler, only 28 years old. I hope Veach can pay him, but our cap issues. No, Veach, look, let me tell you. And this is how deep I be going with the football shit. So Veach has already proven that he's not paying nobody. Veach is, look, with the L'Jarius Sneed trade, with the who else y'all have that y'all traded off? Y'all traded off so many young guys to trade them off because they was asking for so much money. I did a special on Justin Reed years ago when he came to y'all, when he went to y'all as a free agent. I like Justin Reed. Justin Reed's skill set is of Kirby Joseph. But if Justin Reed is available, I don't think we're gonna be in a market for a safety in, of his caliber, because that would make him a starter. Our defense right now is a little in flux because our defensive coordinator, we don't know what his philosophy is. I know for a fact that, Branch is a safety, but he could play slot corner. They put him at slot corner when we were having issues and we were mired with injuries. But I think when it comes to Branch, do you want him at safety? Do you want another guy like Hufanga? What do you want? So I don't know where this defense goes. And when he does an interview, he talks about this is going to be a relentless fighting defense. I don't know his style. I don't know what he wants. Like, he could want a Justin Reed, but still. Is Reed overrated? No, Reed's not overrated. I think he was challenged often and he made the best of his challenges. I think one thing about Reed is he could be a stellar number one. No, he could be a good number one, but he won't be like Sauce Gardner level. That's what I think of Reed. I don't know what that's addressing the one trick pony. I think we can find guys with the right traits to fit our team. You're right. We asked for guys to be all over the field, regardless of position. Yeah. No more one trick ponies. Yeah. Moreg. Oh yeah. I would like Moreg. Moreg is a cheap Justin Reed. That's perfect. Like, check this out. This is what I say. And let me be very clear. I don't know if Branch is going to play safety next year. They could want Branch in a slot. They could say, well, we want Branch in safety and we drafted slot corner. That's where they can say, like, we know we need a safety because we're probably going to Melifon will walk, or he's probably going to want to get more playing time. But until I get like a bead on what this coach wants to do, I don't know. Like, Moreg would be a great backup safety. He has the skill set of Justin Reed. He has the skill set of, Kirby Joseph. That would be a tremendous safety to have as a backup. And then check this out. If we have a situation where our cornerbacks are injured or some nonsense like that, we could put Moreg back there with Kirby Joseph, two high safety, and we can have Brian Branch be a slot again. It's just so interesting where this team can go. And they're so versatile with these safeties. They're so versatile. They can do so many things. They could put Melifon with linebacker. They can blitz him off the edge. I just don't know where this particular defensive coordinator, a Shep, I don't know what he believes in. I know he trained under Spagnuolo. I know he was under, he played under Spagnuolo. He came here for Matt Patricia as a player. He worked with Dan Campbell as a player. I mean, Dan Campbell was his coach when he was in Miami. I know for a fact Shepard talks about relentless tackling, pressure, and all this other stuff, but he doesn't talk about philosophy. So I know he worked under Aaron Glenn, and I don't know what his philosophy is. The only thing I know about Shep is that he doesn't like the QB spy, and that's the only thing I was able to garner from his interviews. James Wooston, like Houston, your defense has a strong front seven. No, they don't. Y'all need more depth in the secondary. No, they don't. They don't. No, they don't. I guess strong is okay, but strong doesn't lead to like superior. They're there. We stop the run. We don't. I could show you graphics of our pass rush. It's terrible. Do you think the new DC will play a different scheme or the same run scheme? I'm willing to bet that he puts little trinkets in there. He's going to see what the guys can handle. Because last year they played all that man defense. So he knows they can play man. The year before that, they played a lot of zone. And when they got in man, they got killed. And that was in the Ravens game and the Green Bay game. I think he's going to sprinkle in the same stuff. He's going to have the same stuff, but he's going to sprinkle in stuff he want to do. Maybe more linebacker blitzes. Maybe more stack and replace blitzes where the linebacker blitz and the defensive line replaces them. The defensive lineman replaces them. Maybe there's going to be more stunts. I will say that the only thing we got is that the Tampa Bay defensive line coach that we hired, he loves stunts. He loves to make chaos for the defensive linemen. So he likes to make chaos for the line, like the quarterback. So he likes to do stunts and stuff like that. Hit the like and subscribe. Great analysis. Oh, were you able to see this, Hannah? I had your team on here as an example of what they would need to be doing, what we need to be doing. Anyway, let me get through this. I got 4 guys left. So Zach Bond is expected to get a bag. He's expected to get $10 million a year. He's a linebacker. We probably don't need Zach Bond, but Zach Bond is an excellent example of the type of player that you can get in free agency for cheap. So Brad Holmes, this is the type of guy that you want to trot out to us. You don't want to trot out these injury-prone guys that don't show up or get hurt. And I'm not going to disrespect the player, but I'm just going to say, like, DJ Shark came here off a down year and an injury year. And he came out here and he got 400 yards. And that was it. He got a game ball and he walked out the building. You had his replacement. His body he wasn't even in a Lions jersey, and you drafted Jamison Williams. And when you drafted Jamison Williams, you knew you weren't going to get Jamison Williams until October. You had this guy replaced already at the draft. Like, it's crazy. So when you bring out these tryhards, bring them out like this. Zach Bond, incredible season. 151 tackles. Okay? My notes at 151 tackles, 11 TFLs, 5 QB hits, 3 sacks, 1 All-Pro. Bring them out like that. This guy signed for $3 million for Philadelphia. He was completely healthy. He had less than 1,000 snaps as a New Orleans Saint. This guy came in. He worked his tail off. Y'all gave him a 1-year deal. Remember, the Lions love those 1-year deals from a mentality standpoint. The 1-year deal, the player has to prove it. 1-year deal, the player comes in focus. The 1-year deal, they're not lazy or whatever it is. And they have this chip on their shoulder to get the 1-year deal. And guess what happens? And we showed the interview, bro. I'm tired of showing the interview. I have so much. Brad Holmes getting better. Brad Holmes, 5 types of CBs. 5 types of CB. Brad's choir. Dan Campbell interview. Yeah, we got it right here.
And we've talked to him about it. You know, we're a little intrigued, and so we may, as a starting point, you know, kind of work there and see where we're at. The ultimate vision would be, even at the very least, you bring in these guys, and let's just say they are all 1 year. all right, hypothetically. Well, even there, you get the production out of them, but you get this kind of this work mentality, this chip
And we've been signing one-year deals ever
on your
since.
shoulder. This is how you win. This is how you build things, and they've installed that in some of these young players, man.
And that's what they've been doing for 3-4 years now, getting guys on 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 1 year, 2 year. The only longest deal they've signed was a 3-year contract for an outsider, was Cameron Sutton, and they got rid of that. They had a void. They had a void in that contract. So when I say we like those 1 year deals, and we like that, bring in a guy like Zach Bond. All right. So if you're trying to highlight the cheap Brad Holmes targets, highlight a guy that's healthy, highlight a guy that just didn't get an opportunity, highlight a guy you have a vision for, a plan for, and that's what the Eagles had. They highlighted a dude. They said, they looked at the Saints like, this dude might be able to play. Let's give him 1 year, $3 million. He's healthy. We'll see what he can do. And Fangio said, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put this type of pressure on you. I'm going to put this type of pressure on you. And this dude, 151 tackles, 11 TFLs, 5 QB hits. This is a Brad Holmes special we need. We don't need a Brad Holmes special where a guy's injured. He's coming in with a broken leg. He's a first round free agent from the past that nobody heard of, that fell apart. This guy was a guy that just didn't get an opportunity. Oh yeah, y'all had a lot of stuff. So I think he sprinkles a lot of his stuff in. I hit the like and subscribe button. Good analysis. I'm also a football nerd. Awesome, Hannah. See, that's what we look. I was just saying that to Crunch Time. Crunch Time was like, hey, Spirit of Detroit. And I was like, yeah, I haven't seen you in the chat. I'm like, I've been just doing my content. And that was it. I think y'all was in the chat there. I told them about something, and they said, and they was like, I was like, look, we got different fan base. I'm a football nerd. Y'all are like football fans. That's what I told Crunch Time. Crunch Time fans is a football fans for real. I'm just a football nerd. It's a difference. And I think everybody in this chat, Brent DeWitt, Braylon, we're football nerds. I don't know what strong is. Strong 7? Oh, yeah, strong 7. Yeah, that's crazy. Charles Aminu on the Chiefs is a great pass rusher, but he's looking for big money. We have Karlaftis, so he's going to walk. Yeah, y'all only pay a core. You notice that? I think Brad Holmes does that too. He pays a core. He pays certain players, and that's not it. You're not that. You're not that. In Spags, we trust. Okay. Question. She said, question. Why are looking at free agency when this year's defensive draft is so deep and good? Because the motto in this offseason program is to have 2.5 starters on the D-line and 2 players in the secondary. And I got to get that out of 7 picks. And I got to get that out of a free agency market. So a Morag, if I bring in Morag as a backup safety, oh my God, I'll be so happy, bro, because now I know what we can do. So yeah, I like that. My draft videos are going to start pretty soon. You might see one tonight because I got like 3 of them ready to go. There's some more editing, some film don't lie, tape don't lie stuff that I have to put in there. But other than that, we got 3 draft videos to start off. And then once we have the draft and all that stuff takes place, I'll be done from June and July. And I'll come back in August. I'll go on vacation in June. No, I'll go on vacation July 4th. Hopefully the planes don't crash. But I'll go on vacation and that's it. That's it. We'll be back in the season with the tape don't lies. That's what Vic Fangio said in the interview. Zach Bond and told how to go get him. Oh, yeah. Wow. Vic Fangio found this dude. You have been a spitting knowledge all day, Spirit. You have opened my eyes, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, Braylon Dennis, bro. No players my age. AARP. Okay, I got something for y'all. The last 3 players. And then we out of here. So, Will Freeze. He's expected to get $50 million a year, which is $14 million on average. Now, I know a lot of y'all want to. I think the fan base is split because a lot of y'all want Zeitler, but this is like the best guy in the guard. If he doesn't come to Detroit, he's going to Chicago. I'm just letting you know that. If he doesn't come to Detroit, he's going to Chicago because they're going to throw a bag his way. So at guard, I feel like he's a 20. What? He's like 26. I got so much information on this thing. He had 200 snaps. Let me see what I got on this thing. Anyway, I said Freeze has shown tremendous strides over the year's duration from his rookie year. Could be the next guard that can cash in during free agency period. Unfortunately, Freeze fractured his tibia week 5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars and underwent immediate surgery, but had earned an 86.8. About to go. We still need a safety. Exactly. Oh, yeah. She pointed out Justin Reed. I do like that. I will do a safety video. But you can draft a safety, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not that important. Like, I mean, unless the defensive coordinator thinks it's important. But if Will Freeze is hurt, I'm good. Oh, yeah. Bringing the old dogs back. I like Wild Hog, Slade, Diggs, Mount Vanoy, depth mentoring. Yeah, Will Freeze, I didn't know you was injured, bro. When I read that article, I put that out. He going to get 14 million hurt. That's crazy. But he'll be ready to go week 5, week 1. So whatever. So this is a pass rusher. He's not a pass rusher. He's a defensive lineman that had 4.5 sacks. He has a pass rush win rate. He has 60 pressures. He has a win rate of 15.1 at the defensive tackle position. If you look at the right quadrant, the top one, the last two, where it says player and pass rush win rate, we got 15.1. On the next one, we have pressures. And if you look at Osa, he has 60 pressures. His run stopping, however, is 6.1, which is bottom 3. And his run defense grade is a 50.8, which is lower than Levi's Onwuzurike's 64.1, according to PFF. So this guy is a pure pass rushing defensive tackle. His run defense, I heard, has only gotten better because he used to be awful. But he had a solid 2024 season with 4.5 sacks, a respectable 68.1 PFF grade. Osa O is poised for a lucrative contract, and we're talking about crazy money. I just want y'all to know that he's poised to get 17 million a year, 17 to 22, as far as the projections go. And even if the projections weren't there, I still have projection stuff. This is so crazy how much stuff I have on this dang laptop about the same stuff. Free agency. Dan Campbell. I got it right here. My reaction to how much stuff do I have on this laptop? 5 tops of CBs, team building, brand homes, clip. I don't know how much stuff I got on here, but I know I got something on here for this. I don't know. Free agency behavior. I don't know. Oh man, I can't even find it, bro. It's just so much stuff on here, bro. I don't even know where it's at. It's cool. We know I know. Besides, I have 4 other videos about the same dude. Calais Campbell, 55 years old. Yeah, he's at the top of the run defense, and it's crazy. He's at the top. So Osa O is going to be the second defensive tackle. He's going to get a big crazy bag because of the pass rushing ability. He's ranked 31 out of 118 eligible players. So he was top 31 on PFF. His roster, what did I say? Oh, yeah. They talked about him going to the Chargers. Harbaugh's going to let Joey Bosa walk, supposedly, or they're going to make him a cap casualty, and they're going to take that same money and sign this guy. So this guy is younger, he's more healthy, and he's good. I got Mekhi Becton on this list. I'll put these lists. Matter of fact, I should put these lists in like a share drive where y'all can look at them. All the stats and all the stuff. How many of y'all would like that? I put it in the share drive and put it in my video, and it'll have all the data that I have. It'll have it there. So yeah, the number one guy moving forward is going to be Milton Williams. Milton Williams, to me, is the key guy we have to go get. It's not even a question. It's not even, we should inquire. Because if we're going to draft an edge rusher, if we're going to draft a Jack Sawyer, we need to at least give him a Milton Williams to be around. You got Milton Williams, Jack Sawyer. You got, oh my God. He said, I need to keep my intellectual property in house. That's probably right. That's probably right. Me, please. Hey, Mary Smith, what's going on? Hey, first and foremost, I forgot. Brent DeWitt, if you still here. Brent DeWitt. Shout out to the Fruitport Pistons, baby. Fruitport Pistons. I ain't forget you. His grandson's doing pretty well in basketball. They were 6-0. I don't know where they are now. But yeah, I'll just release the stats and data. How about that? And then my intellectual property, I'll stamp with my actual logo. So if y'all share it, guess what? You blow me up. Milton Williams, PFF. What we got? Ranked him second among 75 defensive tackles with 250 pass rushing snaps. His win rate is a 17.7. That's elite, which is fourth. Which is ranked fourth, is an important metric because Williams obviously lagged behind in the volume stats due to limited reps. So yeah, people are gonna ask questions about this dude because this dude. No, I don't live near Fruitport, bro. I'm just shouting out my boy Brent DeWitt. So. Yeah, Milton Williams. I'm gonna hold your attention. This is the last thing. Milton Williams, like he was part of that group where they had a rotational defensive tackle group, and he's gonna be asked. He's gonna have questions. Is he the guy? Right? He's gonna have questions. Can he run 30 snap counts? Right? Can he have 60 snaps? Look, he has a 17.7 win rate. We seen the Super Bowl. We seen 2 sacks. We seen what it is. Like the dude is, we seen it, bro. So if he comes in here and we pay him like a game changer, we need to see more game changer ability. And I think the biggest question about him is his run defense. His run defense, if we look at the left quadrant, top left, his run defense is towards the bottom. Milton Williams' run defense grade is 43.1. Okay. His run stop percentage near the bottom, 3.1. So he's truly a pass rusher defensive tackle. Okay. So he's not going to be half as good as Levi was on defensive running plays. But third down, he's going to be great. And what do we experience here in Detroit? We experience a lot of guys who play very well on rundowns and they're crap on pass rush time. So his pass rush run rate is 17.7, being elite, almost on the level of a defensive end, which is uncharacteristic of a defensive tackle. But we look at his rate of play, like we look at the limited snaps and everything. It's easy to be questioning him as a person. It's easy to question that. So whatever team he goes to, he's going to get that bag, but they're going to put 60. They're going to see if he's going to last 60 snaps a game for 17 games. Well, really not 17. I say, no, it'd be 17 games plus the playoffs. They're going to see if he can last. So Jacksonville, New England, all those teams with a bag, a crazy bag, it's going to get hot, bro. It's going to get hot. I like him, but I understand the reason for pause because he never got that opportunity. But he is a player that's always been healthy. He always played. Like Milton Williams was always healthy. Christian Wilkins, Defensive lineman. Last year, the best defensive tackle. He played 81 games out of 84. No, 81 out of 83. You know what happened to him? Week 5, he got hurt. He played 4 years in Miami. He was a solid player. He goes to the Raiders. He gets hurt week 4, week 5. Next thing he gets hurt, I think it was a tricep or whatever. He gets hurt. He's out for the season. They gave him a crazy bag. They gave him like $50 million. So there's a risk to free agency. There is an extreme risk. But Brad Holmes, I'm glad he doesn't sign craziness. I'm glad he doesn't re-sign idiots, because CJGJ would have been an idiot to re-sign. But it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, man. I'm just going to leave y'all with this. Yeah, because it's not a guarantee 5 types of CDs. Yeah. Leave y'all with this. This is what Brad Holmes believes in. And y'all can watch all my videos for this. I found my actual thing that I wanted. This is so stupid. I found my thing that I wanted.
About all the time, talent is easy to identify. It's easy to find. I talk to our scouts all the time about, our scouts want to tell me about this talent and this guy's big and he's strong and okay, I get that. You know, all these other hundreds and thousands are big and strong too, but who has the makeup and drive and determination and competitiveness and passion for the game that we're looking for? And that's how we built our locker room. That's how me and Dan built this thing. And that's why it's grit all over this building, because this game is really hard. You know, we also say, you know, games are won during the week.
If games are won during the week, why didn't you win against the Commanders? Give me Milton over Pascal. Look, I'm so good at the scouting stuff. I got Chiefs fans in here. I got Bears fans in here. That's a guy I hope the Bears take a hard look at. What, Milton? Oh, man, come on, man. Y'all can't have all the fun, man. Y'all got Ben Johnson. Y'all gonna be running trick plays to the gas station. Y'all ain't beating us. I'll tell you that. Give me Milton Williams over Pascal any day. Raekwon. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I can't even lie. Because you can draft a run stopper in a draft, bro. If that's serious, you can draft a run stopper. You can pay this dude $17 million. You can have him next to a Lee McNeil or a DJ Reader, and then draft an edge rusher and draft another defensive tackle, and I'm set. I'm good, bro. If you draft Harmon, or if you draft, Walter Nolan, whoever, I'm good, bro. Like, just draft Jack Sawyer or Scorton or whoever, get whatever you need, and guess what? You got Milton Williams. So whoever's next to him is going to be better. And if Milton Williams comes out to be a dud, bro, you're next to Aiden Hutchinson, bro. It's not too much you can lose with. You would have to not play. Like, Zadarius Smith had 4 sacks. Okay, he's 32 years old. He had 4 sacks. His pass rush win rate is crazy. It's like 23%. Like, the stats don't tell me, like, the analytics don't lie to me, bro. So some will tell you that it's AG's fault that the Lions lost to the Commanders. I say we're looking past the Commanders. I'm cool with that. That's cool, but the quarterback forgot how to play quarterback. The wide receiver was throwing picks. Like, it was an implosion. If someone tells you that, just tell them it was an implosion all over the field. Anything that could went wrong, went wrong. My coach forgot how to coach. My defensive coordinator forgot defense. We had penalties. I'm thinking right now that we had 15 players on the field, or we had 12 players on the field on the goal line on 3rd down. Like, we had a running back in there with a sprained MCL, and he couldn't run. We had a running back in there that was the biggest talent on our team, and he had 17 touches. His first big run told you to run the ball. Y'all didn't even want to do that. Y'all wanted to come out and play trick plays. Like, it was, bro, that whole night was sorry, bro. That was sorry, bro. Like, I can't just blame the defense. Like, my quarterback forgot to play quarterback. Like, give me anything Pascal over Levi's. Let me tell you, Pascal is so bad in Pascal in one of my graphics. You know those graphics I put up on my posts that show the top pass rushers? He's last in mostly everyone. His pass rush win rate is last. His pressure rate is last. His this is last. Everything is last. So he's not worthy of a second round pick. We picked him in the second round. It's ridiculous, bro. He's a joke. Give me these guys over Levi and Pascal. Yeah, it was awful. Just sad. Did I ask you what? Well, was trying to find Pascal highlight tape. Still looking. Damn. Amik Robertson out on the first play of the game, hit by Jack Campbell. Yeah, and we had too much of that. Friendly fire. You got Aleem McNeil injuring Aiden Hutchinson. You got Jack Campbell injuring this dude. Like this. I think Aleem McNeil got hurt by friendly fire too. I don't know when he got hurt, but he got hurt. It's just ridiculous, bro. Question: how much concern do you have coming into 2025? New OC, new DC. The OC is returned. Bare truth. The OC was a guy who was an assistant to our OC, and he went to Denver for a year and he came back. And you see what he did in Denver. His adequate, I guess. I don't know. But me personally, I don't have no concern. But this is the only thing. The players need to play. I don't see no dogs on this team. So I don't really care about the coaches. Like, there's coaching stuff I care about, like scheme and fit and what philosophy do they like to do. Do they like to blitz more? Do they like to run the ball more? Do they like to pass more? Like, what is it? One thing I can benefit from is I won't get any goofy trick plays on 3rd and 15 and all this other stuff, because that's Ben Johnson. That's Ben Johnson, and that's that quarterback's coach. I forget his name. The black dude. What's his name? He went to Ohio State. I forget his name. Damn. JT Barrett. That's them two. Them two love trick plays. Them two think of that stuff. Them two love that stuff. That stuff is stupid to me. I'm tired of that stuff, bro. They're trick plays on third. Like, you ever notice our specials were trick plays? Our explosives was trick plays? That gets tiresome, bro. Because that tells me when we're struggling against Arizona and struggling against Chicago, who's not a team at all, we throw up a trick play. The fumble risky. The stumble bum. Like, bro, I'm tired of that, bro. Play a traditional offense or get off the field. Like, look. Joe Burrow can just go deep. He can get an explosive play. I don't need a trick play to do explosives. Like, I have Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I have all pro talent everywhere. I have Laporta. Like, I don't need trick plays no more. That was cute. Year 2. We're in year 5. We're going into year 5, bro. We're an NFC Championship level team. Like, man, my only concern is the players. Like, I need dogs on defense. Dogs. So I know you guys need pass rushers. I need pass rushers. The whole league looking for defensive tackles. So we're going to see who's going to dog it out. Is Cheap Brad going to get these good players, bro? I don't even know, bro. If he don't do much to get help on that D-line, do we move on from Brad and company and see? No, they won't. They won't. JT Barrett. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying. No concerns. I was tired of both of them. Curious. Yeah, he was tired too. I'm not the only one, bro. People think I be hating. I don't be hating, bro. I be tired of these trick plays and these goofy zones, bro. I was tired of those guys. I was tired, bro. They was either gonna get hired by another team and they was gonna get fired at one point. That's it. Talking about the coordinators. Yeah, I'm talking about the coordinators too. LOL, Varsity Blues. Yeah, they got the Varsity Blue playbook out there, bro. LOL. So I shouldn't see any drop off with your T, huh? Just business as usual. On that note, like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. Yeah, we need some game changers too. Yeah. See how the Bears fan was like, Yeah, okay. So you ain't gonna have no drop off at all, huh? I will say Ben Johnson is the best builder of an offense in our lifetime. Ben Johnson can build things very intricately, and just his level of detail is important. That's something y'all never had. So y'all don't even know how to use that. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I'm going to go to work. Like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. Bear Johnson will get too cute. Yeah, he will. He's going to get too cute on the goal line and fumble. Like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. This has been the Free Agents, man. And it's been a great show, dog. I might watch this again and just play it back. But love y'all, man. I'm out of here, bro. Peace. Love yourself and each other.
It is the beginning of another chapter. That part of the story of the statue's deep spiritual significance.